Teespring versus Redbubble. I have made similar videos to this, but I wanted to make an updated 2021 version, seeing as Teespring has now become spring and a lot has changed. In this video, I'm going to put the two print-on-demand companies head to head to see which is better and which one you should go for. Maybe you should go for both, maybe you should go for neither. Let's find out. I'm going to be comparing product cost, products on offer, shipping cost, product quality, traffic, customer service, website ease of use, and key differences. And if you want, all the timestamps are below and you should be able to skip to something if you want to see something in particular. This is going to be quite in-depth. However, I'm going to try and do it fast and to the point because I don't want you having to watch a 20-minute video to find out which one you prefer. So let's just get right into it. Oh, but also don't forget to smash the like button. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm. Now we can get into it. So first, let's compare the three main product costs. And in my opinion, that's a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a sticker. Now I know everyone has success in different products, but those are just the products that I'm going to be comparing in this video. For Teespring, a t-shirt costs $10.57. However, the more you sell a month, the cheaper it gets. If you sell 20,000 per month, that cost could go to $5.77 per t-shirt, which is a pretty drastic drop, something I haven't seen any other print-on-demand company do. I know Printful do something similar where you get a discount the more you sell, but this is a huge discount. A hoodie with Teespring costs $20.21 with the capacity of going to $15.41 if you can get 20,000 plus sales a month, which, by the way, I know that sounds crazy, that's a lot of sales, but bear in mind, Teespring are heavily focused towards content creators, so if you have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, that should be quite easy. And finally, a small sticker on Teespring is $2. They also have a large sticker and a die cut sticker, which cost different amounts. With Redbubble, the t-shirt price is $16.58, which is ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous to charge for a base price t-shirt. A hoodie is $29.04 and a small sticker is $2.08. Redbubble prices, I don't know what's happened to them. I remember doing my first ever comparison video when it was around $12. Why is it showing as $16.58 for a t-shirt? Is that just me? Are you seeing that as well? Because I've looked on multiple accounts, multiple blogs, I've listed multiple t-shirts, I've looked in multiple different VPNs and stuff, and that just seems to be the price, and I don't know why. I don't know why they're charging $16.58 for a base t-shirt price. Now let's go to the computer and actually have a look at the products they have on offer, because this is kind of where they differ quite a bit. The key differences here with products is the fact that Teespring or Spring now have digital products, which is very cool. They offer a lot and you can just upload, pretty much anything in terms of digital products. In terms of apparel, it's very, very similar. You've got these sports bras, which I don't see here. You've got a couple of things which I don't see. But then again, for some reason, this isn't all the products. For example, you don't see a hoodie here, but I do know for a fact that they do hoodies. So it's very weird that they don't show everything that you can do here. But in terms of other products that they offer, they both offer a lot of home stuff, a lot of apparel. They offer all of these things, accessories. I think Teespring, the difference is they just have a few more specialized things, which I think is very cool. So rather than, just a backpack, they've got an all-over tote bag, a drawstring bag, a duffel bag, organic tote bag, and normal tote bag. They got like a lot of everything. So a trucker hat, a dad cap, a beanie, and a snapback, rather than just two different caps. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say here, is they seem to have a lot of different things in the same niche of product on offer, which I think is really, really cool. But again, Redbubble also offer a lot of products. So I would say the only standout product here that one offers and the other doesn't is the digital products that Teespring offer. Now let's talk about the shipping cost. So with Teespring, you have shipping costs between $2.50, which is usually for a sticker, the smallest item, all the way up to $6.99, which is obviously for the bigger items like hoodies and leggings and stuff. the shipping doesn't really make much sense, but that's how they price it. And then with Redbubble, the shipping is between $4 and $7 again, depending on what you buy. Now, with both companies, it seems to be the more you add to the cart, the bigger your shipping price gets. When I added a t-shirt, 2 hoodies, and a sticker to my Redbubble cart, the shipping went all the way up to $26, which leads me to believe that you're being charged individually per item, even if you're ordering a whole bunch, which just seems ludicrous in my mind, because why can't they just package the items together and send it to you? Why do they need to charge you 2 fees? I don't know. It's very, very annoying. Now, in terms of product quality, this is harder to kind of say because it's opinion based, but based on my Teespring t-shirt and my Redbubble t-shirt that I've bought, they're very similar. They are very, very similar. They both use very similar material, and then in terms of the print on the t-shirt, they both come and they're both very smelly. You've got to put them straight in the wash, but that's very normal for this kind of the way its printing is done. But in terms of the quality of the print, I've had both shirts for quite a while and they've been fine. Some come up a bit small. Redbubbles I find came up a bit small, but again, it's been absolutely fine. So in terms of quality, I wouldn't pick one or the other because of the quality. I wouldn't factor that in. With most print-on-demand companies, the quality tends to be the same throughout. There are obviously some anomalies where some are really bad and some are really good, but on a whole, I have found that majority are pretty much the same. Now, let's talk about traffic. This is a big one because this is where Teespring have now changed to Spring, have made the biggest change. So, Redbubble, let's start with Redbubble. They have a marketplace, and this is huge because this means organic traffic. And for someone who has absolutely no interest in building an audience, sending outside traffic to your store, then Redbubble seems like a good choice because of the organic traffic and the fact that they get millions and millions of people visiting their site every single month. That should be a good way for you to get sales. However, all of this organic traffic and this marketplace also brings in a lot more competition because you are on a marketplace with probably hundreds of very similar, if not the same t-shirt designs. It's going to be quite hard for you to actually sell your design because they're all the same. Prices are very, very much the same. Sometimes there's an anomaly here and there, but they're pretty much the same. The designs are very similar. The quality of the shirt is pretty much the same. So it's very hard to kind of stand out and get sales on a platform like Redbubble. Now, this is where Teespring or Spring have drastically changed. They had a marketplace and it was great for some people anyway. For some people it wasn't, but for quite a lot of people it was really good. Now with Spring, they have ditched that marketplace and they have focused on building your own stores with your own custom domain and sending your own traffic in. And they're focusing a lot on content creators like YouTubers, Twitch streamers, TikTok people, whatever, and they want those kind of people to be building their stores using Teespring. Now, if you have absolutely no intention to send outside traffic, to do anything like that, building an audience, then Teespring's not going to work for you because without outside traffic, you're not going to get any sales. Okay, it's just going to be really hard. It seems they might still have their boosted network where they will advertise your shirt on third-party websites like eBay and sometimes Amazon and Etsy, but we're not 100% sure if this is still legit. The article I read said it was from like 3 years ago, but it had the Spring logo on it, so I'm not sure if there is still this boosted network. Now, in terms of customer service, both are pretty shocking, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been waiting over 2 weeks for a response from Redbubble. I sent them an email, a very simple email. No idea why they can't get back to me. Now, in terms of Teespring, they do get back quicker than Redbubble, which I really like. And by the way, this is assuming you don't have a contact there. Some people have contacts, sale managers or whatever at Redbubble and Teespring. Usually you'll get a response a lot faster, but not everyone has access to that. I used to have one at Teespring, but because I stopped using it for so long, I lost that privilege, which is fine. I don't really care because the larger population, the majority of people don't have that privilege, and this way I can relate to those people. So with Redbubble, 2 weeks, no response, still waiting, nothing. Teespring, I got a response very quickly. I got a response within the first day. However, it was such a useless response. The answers and what they were saying was just not helpful in any shape or form. So both are severely lacking decent customer service, but I feel with print on demand, that's quite normal. Most print on demand companies, you don't get that good customer service for the buyer or the seller. So I'm not going to let that be the deciding factor here. In terms of website ease of use, I feel Redbubble have a much more simple uploading process for a seller like myself or you to put a t-shirt on their platform. Now, when I first made videos about Redbubble, I said it was really complicated, I said it was difficult, and the truth is, at the beginning, it was quite complicated and I had to get used to it. But as soon as I got used to Redbubble's upload process, it was so intuitive, it was so easy, it was fast, it worked 9 times out of 10, which I really liked. However, on the flip side with Teespring, I feel their upload process for a design is cumbersome, it's slow, it barely ever works, and it's very, very annoying. But most importantly, and I said this already, it's slow. It's so slow. And I feel a majority of people that speak to me about Teespring only have bad things to say about the upload process. Now, in terms of the rest of the website's ease of use, they're very different. Because Redbubble has its own marketplace, it has its own big website, it's got a lot more busyness going on with it, right? There's a lot more to see. Now, they have categorized everything really well, which I like. However, with Teespring, because they no longer have the marketplace, it's up to the seller to create their own store and how user-friendly their store is, how easy it is to navigate their store. So it's hard to kind of compare a seller's little store with the whole of Redbubble. Now, maybe, down the line when sellers start creating these huge stores with hundreds of different products, we can properly compare that with Redbubble, but for now it's kind of hard to compare. All I'll say is, if you're on Teespring, try and keep your store somewhat simple, somewhat easy to navigate. Don't overcomplicate it with random everything everywhere. Now, let's quickly just discuss some key differences. With Teespring, there's one huge difference in the fact that you can message your buyers, which I think is really cool. Now, there is something similar with Bubble Mail on Redbubble, but that's not really the same. In fact, that's not really the same at all. With Teespring, you can message buyers of a particular t-shirt up to 3 times. Now, I know that doesn't sound amazing, and why is it restricted? I don't know. Maybe Teespring don't want you to spam your buyer list, but this is the closest you're going to get to actually messaging your buyers. You don't get their contact information, you don't get their email, you don't really get anything. So this is the closest you're going to get, and that doesn't really exist on Redbubble. The reason why I think this is so powerful is because when you're selling a t-shirt in the same niche, in the same idea, maybe it's an updated version, it's cool to be able to email all the hundreds, if not thousands of buyers who bought the previous one and say, we're launching a new t-shirt. It's a great way to get some extra sales. Now, some other key differences are products they offer. Now, I spoke about this a bit already, but the huge difference here is Teespring offers digital products. Redbubble do not offer digital products. So for some people who want to sell something digital, they won't even be able to do that on Redbubble. They'll have to go to Teespring or to other websites. So I think that's quite a big deal as well. Now, of course, the hugest key difference here is price. I don't understand how Redbubble can charge what they charge. Teespring's prices are still on the high end, but they're better. They're more workable. Whereas with Redbubble, the prices just seem ludicrous, like absolutely ludicrous. And again, let me know in the comments down below if you're seeing the same prices that I'm seeing, because if not, I need to message support and find out what the hell is going on. That's Teespring and Redbubble for you in 2021. So which one should you do? Well, in all honesty, in 2021, I don't think Redbubble and Spring are comparable anymore. I don't think it's either or with the platforms. I think it massively depends on how you want to conduct your business. If you are going to be doing no traffic, you're going to be sending no traffic, you're going to be building your audiences, you just want to upload and sit back, then Redbubble is probably the answer for you because of their organic search. Look, you might not get any sales with their organic search and their marketplace, but you have a larger chance of getting organic sales with Redbubble than you do with Teespring. Now, if you're planning on sending traffic, then it doesn't make sense to send traffic to Redbubble because of the tiny margins that you're getting. So if you are building an audience, sending traffic, it makes sense to send it to your own domain on Teespring. Just because of the larger margins, it's your own custom website, you have no competition around you. Why would you send traffic to Redbubble when someone will see your t-shirt and immediately see 100, if not identical, but definitely similar t-shirts, whereas with Teespring, you send them to your store and all they see are your designs. So that's, I think, the key difference between Redbubble and Teespring. It's not an either or, but you have to decide how you want to run your business. I genuinely think Teespring have kind of created this brand new baby with Spring. They've gone for something just totally different that we haven't really seen before. I mean, Spreadshop is somewhat similar, and there are some similar platforms, but they really have gone out the box there in terms of their connection to platforms like YouTube and Twitch and all of this. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. But for the average person, do I think Teespring is the right choice for them? It's really hard to say, especially if you don't have any idea on how to send traffic. I would say learn how to build an audience and send traffic first. Now, I think a comparison of Teespring and Shopify would be a brilliant video, because that should be an either or. Which one do you go with? So that will be a great comparison. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do that comparison, because that's definitely something that, you know, in my mind, I just see those two websites are in direct competition now. Which one should you go for? And of course, let me know in the comments down below, which platform do you prefer, Teespring or Redbubble? And thank you so much for watching.